What is up, Last War family? It is your friendly neighborhood Last War guy, Joe Knows, from server 384. And today we're going to be going over for Season 4 what new war leader skills there are and what changes they have made to the war leader, to the professional hall, because there's been some big changes made. Before we get started, though, just want to let you guys know about Sky Castle Games. If you're spending money on mobile gaming, on Last War or any other games, Sky Castle Games is the best way to be able to get 10 to 30% off of all of your purchases. Just go and check out the link in the description of the video, and it will take you straight to their Discord, and they'll be happy to answer any questions for you. So now, since we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the profession of war leader. Okay, so first things first, the stored professional experience. What I, confused a lot of people, including myself, was what does that mean? What does that look like? What that is doing now is in Season 4, it is not going above level 100. It's staying that way. There are still some new skills, and we're going to go over those today. But what it is doing is that professional experience gives you the ability to activate and enhance, I should say, to enhance these golden versions of the tactic cards, and we will be going over the tactic cards in another video very soon. It'll be dropping in the next few days on the channel. So let's go ahead and get into it. So everything you earn in new professional experience is going to be done through, it's going to give you stuff to give onto that tactics card. You can still get some more season tokens, and those can be used to get more. So as you can see up the top here at mine for available professional skill points, 0 of 124. I have 124 total, and that's been acquired through other ways. But you're not going above 100 skills in this season. So let's go ahead and go over the newest skills, and we'll go over some of the stuff that's always inside of here. This is going to be focused specifically on the skills that the war leader gets for season play. So for professional skill, the first one you're always going to want to go ahead and upgrade and max this out as soon as you start Season 4. All right, you're going to want to update and max out the skill of combat experience. It increases your professional experience for killing monsters on your world map. The next one is going to be the Building Inspiration 1. This increases the professional experience for upgrading season buildings. That's going to make your professional experience increase up by 15%. You're going to love that, need that for the tactic cards, okay? You're going to want to upgrade those tactic cards, so it's great to have that. The Double Exchange. Double Exchange is one that I think is important in the beginning, in the beginning of the season, but it is risky as well, though, because if you're taking, for Season 4, it's stone. If you're taking 25,000 of your stone and you're trading it in to get 50,000 of your other resource, let me find what that one's called. I forget the name of it. For 50,000 of your, what do they call them, the quartz, then you're losing the stone, and that's not necessarily good. But at the same time, here is a benefit to it. This is the way I like to use it, is I will go ahead and exchange stone for quartz, and then when the reset timeline goes down every 2 days, I'm going to just then exchange 25,000 the opposite way. And what that's going to do for you is that's going to give you that's going to give you an extra 25,000 of each. Every 4 days, you're going to get 25,000 extra of each of them, okay, by doing that exchange. That's how you're going to be able to do that. So beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead, because, the other 25 you're going to be giving back 2 days later. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into the professional experience, professional hall. Beautiful. So the next one is going to be Contaminated Land Teleport. Gain a free Contaminated Land Teleport every 47.5 hours. I don't ever feel this one is very necessary. You can use random teleports to get away from the Contaminated Land too. I think it's perfectly okay to skip that one myself. Professional Insight. Used to instantly gain 10% of your current max. So you got to max it out, okay? But when that level 5, you're going to get 10% level premium experience up to a maximum of 100,000. So you're getting 100,000 extra professional experience every 23.5 hours. That's wonderful to have. Yes, definitely max that one out. Trading post discount. hopefully, we haven't gotten to the trading post for my season yet, but hopefully the stuff in the trading post is more worth it this season and you get better stuff. I'm not certain yet. We're just going to kind of wait that out. We'll have ours in the next couple of weeks that should be popping up, and I'll be able to show you guys some videos then if it makes sense. As of right now, I'm punting this one, and I will be looking at potentially getting that one later. Top Up EXP. After the electrician powers up the units in the world and returns home, they will receive an additional professional experience equal to charging power. The daily limit is 100,000. So I'm getting that every day just from charging up. You're getting 100,000 extra of the professional EXP, professional experience. Fragile Spell. When Desert Protectors, is the same as last season. When Desert Protectors defeat an enemy, they reduce the target's base durability by 1,000. That is nice. You definitely want that. Shrinking Spell. The Shrinking Spell is also very nice. You're going to want to max that one out. It only takes one level of it, but it's going to shrink. When you hit someone and you break their base, it's going to shrink them by 15% each time you hit them. Now, this is some of the new stuff, the Blood Knight Hunter. So after the Blood Knight Descent, you can use it to become a Blood Knight Hunter, gaining exclusive buffs until eliminated or the event ends. This is a very cool new event they've got going on. I will break this down in its own video. I wish, one thing I would say the developers need to change is this should be available for every Blood Knight, and it's not. I don't love that they made it a skill, to be honest with you. I think that's a silly thing to have to use skill points on, but do get it if you're going to want to be a Blood Knight Hunter because it's a very fun event that you're getting to play, and you're basically having to wait every, I think it's 71 and a half hours. So yeah, it's essentially every 3 days is what you're looking at on that, okay? So once every 3 days, you'll be able to participate in that. The Blood Knight Hunter Teleport. At this point, I would say yes, get this. I could change my mind later. It is just basically like you get to teleport away. That's what you're really trying to do. Is you can't use regular teleports or any of the other types of teleports while you're doing the Blood Knight Hunters. But you can do the teleports with this, and it says it's 0 of 20. I did not get to try mine out fully. So hopefully it does let you teleport 20 times across the map. I don't know that, though. We'll find that out in our Blood Knight video coming up because I'm going to be making one of those for you guys. I tested it out the first time, and now that I've done it once, I'm going to go ahead and make a video for you guys in the next few days. After becoming a Blood Knight Hunter, earn 30,000 professional experience for each Blood Knight Hunter you eliminate, up to 5 maximum per the round. So if you eliminate 5 bases total, and that's not easy to do because you can't tell if the other people are strong or not. It eliminates and takes it away. You can't see it. So very cool stuff. We'll have a video about that soon. Electrician Rally Call. Use to send an electrician rally message to your allies. Allies can quickly assist you with electricians. Lasts for 10 minutes. I think it's perfectly fine just to ask your teammates for this. I think it could be beneficial in a alliance like ours where you have multiple languages. Maybe that would be helpful then, but I think it's not worth the token myself. Flare. Used to illuminate a 9-tile radius for level 1 lights that can reveal large Maneki Neko for 5 minutes. Effect does not stack, so you can't have multiple people dropping it. That's like the bomb that you have in every single season. Let me see if I can find one of these very quickly. I'm not going to look for long, but there's basically like a little restaurant now. There it is. You have to light the restaurant up. So this it's like if I had that skill right now, I could light this restaurant up, and it would give hidden rewards available to, I don't remember the exact number, but it gives a certain amount of people hidden rewards. And then we'll see this on future videos. I don't think there's probably any available. Well, you know what? I can look actually right here. We can see it right here. So if you go to there we go. So the cats. So from the cats, there's going to be the rewards. You can click right there. It's just like all the stuff we've had in every season since at least season 2. But basically, you're sending a rally of an electrician on it. You find these by dropping that bomb. But I'll tell you, I don't think my team has needed that very often this season. I don't know that it's necessary for very many people on your squad and your alliance to have it. because you do get the option of doing of just like when you pass by with your light on, and you need that on for all rallies anyways, you're going to be able to get a lot of these opened up. I've opened many of them by accident myself throughout the first couple of weeks of the season so far. All right, so next, this one seems pretty cool. I have not done it yet because we have not really attacked other people that often yet, but once your enemy base, so once you breach an enemy's base, their lighthouse will be extinguished and cannot be relit for the next 3 minutes. So the lighthouse on this, and we'll do a longer video about this later, but the lighthouse is going to give you special attack powers on it. It helps your team. The darkness affects you very similar to the virus on multiple seasons in the past. So that is going to eliminate the ability for someone else that you're facing off against to light their light up. I think this may be very, very beneficial and necessary later on in the season. It has not been something we've needed so far on this season. As you guys know that have played any other seasons leading up to this point, you're really focusing on zombie attacks for the first 3 to 4 weeks of a season before you start needing this other stuff. Disruption mines. You can deploy a disruption mine in an open area of the original war zone. When triggered by a wandering Oni wagon, it reduces the Oni wagon's shield by 2,000. If triggered by an enemy, they can't turn on their light for 3 minutes. It's actually much better than seasons past. These have not been worth it in the past, in my opinion. That could be worth it to have it be able to shut off someone's light for 3 minutes. Oni Summon. So the duration, we haven't gotten to this one yet. You got to be 15 days into the season to get it. We should be getting there soon, but we're not quite there yet. Duration 5 minutes. While active, the Blood Knight Oni Legion can be attracted to follow your troops. Should they lose their target, they'll turn on the brightest nearby base. Defeat the Blood Knight Oni Legion to earn rewards. Cooldown is 47 hours and a half hours, unaffected by one more time skill. This will be very exciting to see that once it kicks in. It hasn't kicked in yet, obviously. And the Summon Mummy was something that was in Season 2, Season 3. So it's going to target an enemy base to summon a mummy boss, and it's going to basically for most people, so it doesn't, like last season it didn't make my base disappear, but for a lot of people it will actually make their base disappear. It'll, pop off the map and get teleported elsewhere. So that's all of the in-season stuff. You guys know what I always like to say in the beginning of the seasons. We talk about, the craze you absolutely need. If this is your first time watching one of these videos, go check in. You haven't gotten to Season 4 yet. You're in Season 1, go check out that video. Season 2 or Season 3 videos, the breakdown. I break down the War Leader in every single one. But craze is absolutely 100% necessary. You're going to want the winning pursuit when a base is on fire. That one's a kind of necessary, but not 100% necessary. It kills it at a 5% higher rate. Inspire 100%. You need your 10% boost on your morale boost for your troops. Disguise sucks. That one came in last season. It's not worth it. Team Strike, absolutely. You want the 5% bonus when you are participating in a rally. You don't have to start the rally, just be participating in it. Never a big fan of the tactical reinforced ones. I don't feel like these do enough for you because it's just in reinforcing bases. So I don't think it's that necessary. I always like the DK Ray. If you haven't seen it before, the DK Ray, what it does is it reduces your enemy, whoever you're attacking. When you attack them, it will, 1,000 of their units, if they're at level 10 units, they're going to go down to level 9. If they're at level 9, they're going to go down to level 8. Very cool stuff. You definitely need your charge banner level 1, and you're going to need your charge banner level 2. You can see the full breakdown of what it does there. Rally Vanguards and player versus player battles. When starting a rally, the enemy casualty rate is +5. So it's only in player versus player, and you get that bonus 5, and it's only if you start the rally. Hyper War Fever, absolutely an extra 5%. The only thing that stinks about it, of course, is that you're 15 minutes. It's either 15 or 20 minutes of War Fever. I forget off the top of my head, but it's ridiculous. Riot Control damage reduction of 5%. Love that. Accidentally clicked this one. I don't think you guys need this in the Desert Storm battlefields or Winter Storm battlefields. I would not advise using tokens on that stuff unless you just somehow got an insane amount of tokens. Assault Squad, reduce your enemy's critical rate by 5%. Absolutely, you want that. The provocation is very funny. It's not that good, though. So just making someone, an enemy, have to keep War Fever is cool, but they can port away from you still, so it doesn't really make a big difference. Especially now that we don't really attack each other on, and if you're in your early seasons, keep that in mind. You guys are not going to be attacking people on your same server anymore in the very near future. So just keep that in mind. That will stop eventually if it's happening right now. Warzone Invasion, so they have one for both. When you're attacking on another server and when you're on your own server, it gives you a plus 5% on your attack. Emergency room capacity, that's a kind of, if you're out of stuff, you don't have to have this one, but an extra 250 every 2 days isn't bad of troops. Base strike, heroes gain increased attack, defense, and hero power when attacking enemy base. Absolutely, you want that base strike too, 100%. Unit mobilization, reduces training time for all units in the barracks by 10 hours. Love that one every 2 days, or every 3 days to be able to hit that and get 10 hours off. Just make sure you pay attention to all 4 of your barracks, or if you have 3 barracks, all 3 of your barracks, to make sure that you are actually getting credit for the fact that you have at least 10 hours left on them. You don't want to do it if one of them's at 9 hours, 59 minutes or less. All right, medical mobile reduces the severely wounded rate units in battle by 10%. I love that, especially these early on in the season. It's just so, it stinks so much to have to deal with how much your troops die while your virus resistance is low. It's just a nightmare. That's going to be it for this one today, guys. I hope this was helpful. As always, please do like, subscribe, and share these videos. And please make comments. Tell me how right I am, how wrong I am. The comments help with the algorithm for sure, and help me know that making these videos is really helping you guys out. That's going to be it for this one. This is your friendly neighborhood last war guy, Joe Knows, signing out.